Does anybody watching this remember Vine? That 6-second comedy video app thing? Well, it wasn't only comedy, but you get the gist. That 6-second video app that was really popular in like 2013 or so. Well, I'm really glad that my YouTube channel is completely separate from everything else I do, because I actually used to have a Vine account my freshman year of high school. So I'm really glad these two things are separate, because I would not want people from the YouTube channel finding that really, really terrible Vine account. And the only reason I'm asking about Vine is because today we're heading to the Kelp Vines. What's going on, everybody? My name is Nadia16, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Spongebob Squarepants Battle Bikini Bottom. In the last episode, we made our way through the Kelp Caves, finding the rest of the campers, as you see right there. Making our way through, getting the spatula at the end, and collecting 6 crystals for Barnacle Boy to trim his nose hairs, I guess. But we made it through the Kelp Caves, which is actually a fairly decent puzzle compared to the rest of Kelp Forest, and we made it through without really any hiccups. And in this episode, we're heading to the final area of the Kelp Forest, the Kelp Vines.
Hi, Mermaid Man. What are you doing here?
Oh, hello, Kyle. I was trying to find some of our missing energy crystals when I came across this vine. In my younger days, I held the all-time speed record for vine sliding. You should try it. What a hoot! And if you can beat my best time, I'll give you another of these gold spatulas.
Well, I am a bit busy with all these robots, but sure, why not? It does look like fun.
Try not to fall off.
Our final time challenge is against the Mermaid Man on the Kelp Vine slide. So, quick question. Whose idea was it to have a speed record for vine sliding? Who was measuring that to where there even is an all-time speed record for that? Alright, whatever. So we have only 1 minute and 41 seconds to go down the entirety of the vine slide. And you notice from that intro, we get this epic music again, but you notice that from that intro, there is not a single part of this slide that has any sort of... Alright, we're up to really good, sir. None of this slide has any sort of barrier or wall. You can fall off on every... I'll have to show off that dialogue next time. No part of this slide has any sort of barrier or wall on it. Every single part of the slide is completely open, and it's very, very easy to fall off of it like that. This is a very, very difficult spatula to get.
Still haven't beaten my record yet. Perseverance is the key.
But you're the greatest superhero that ever lived. How could I, a simple sponge, topple your record?
Keep trying, youngster. Keep trying.
Wow, alright. So, this is a very difficult challenge. This is probably going to take me multiple tries to get right, which is why I'm only recording one video tonight, because that video is going to be this. Because this is going to take me a while to beat, I think. So yeah, this is the Kelp Vine slide. It's very easy to fall off of, as you can see right here, and with a very tight time limit. You can imagine you have to be essentially pixel perfect every single time that you do this. I just totally... There are some shortcuts you can take. I'll show those off when I see them, but to be honest, I don't remember the slide shortcuts all that well. I know some of them, I know where some of them are, but for the most part, you have to do the slide basically legitimately, so... This is also... Oh, it's not the longest slide in the game. I almost said it's the longest slide in the game, that's not true. Not quite. We're finally at a new area of the slide. Oh, wow, my momentum totally freaked out right there. I'm going to, in the Sand Mountain, in the Larry time trial for Sand Mountain, I cut out a lot of my attempts on the slides, and I was just, and I was just cutting to where I was on the slide. For this, I'm not gonna try to do that until a little bit later, at least. I'm gonna try to do as many attempts as I can while still commentating, still showing off a bunch of the slide, all that stuff. And eventually, if I'm here for too long, I will start cutting out my attempts at the slide. Jump right over here. That part right there is in the demo of the game, actually, if you wait on the title screen long enough. We're at over 10,000 shiny objects, which is pretty crazy. Because we spent so long in the Kelp Forest, we haven't turned in any of them yet. There are some jumps that you want to take just to be safe, and then there's others that you don't want to take. So just, I guess it'd be all about trial and error and just, you know, play it for yourself. I always recommend everyone play this game, because I love this game. So just play the slide for yourself and see, just kind of see, you know, what jumps work and which ones don't, so you know which ones that you want to go for when you're playing it yourself. Ooh, why doesn't it be that way? Whoa, that was crazy. Oh, really? Wait, the timer's not going. Did I glitch and not activate the timer? I have to beat this. I have to beat the slide now. I absolutely have to beat this now. I think I missed because you have to cross that, like, starting line. Oh, shoot. You have to cross that, like, starting line right where the stairs meet the slide. Like, you have to cross this right here in order to activate it. Yeah, so if you don't cross it, it doesn't activate. I want to do it legit, though, because it's not fair, but I have to know, though. I have to know if it would work. Yeah, so if you go there normally, it does activate. So you can actually cheese this. I did not know that. I wonder if that's like a speedrunning strat. I mean, maybe it is. Who knows? I didn't get it that time. I'm probably gonna maybe start cutting out attempts now, especially if we're not making any real progress from these first few areas. Only because I don't have a lot to talk about in this episode. I just knew I needed to get this part done because I want to be done with the Kelp Forest, because the next two areas, the final two areas of the game are areas that I really, really like. What the heck? That was weird. That was, whoa, that was really weird. Did you see that? The next two areas, the last two areas of the game are two areas that I really, really like, so I just want to get done with the Kelp Forest as soon as possible because I want to play those areas. Whoa, I didn't activate the music that time. Oh, this is weird. Dude, this is weird. Oh, I thought I would make that. Man. Can I do that again? Oh my god, the music didn't even loop. Okay, it activated that. They both activated that time. Now I'm just gonna be sitting here trying to get that every single time. That is crazy. I didn't even know that was like a thing that could be done. That is weird. I've never seen that before. There it is again. I got it. Okay, I did it again. So you have to hit like the very edge of the slide to where you go into the sliding animation, but you have to skip like that first part of it to where it doesn't activate the trigger for it. I wonder if you could do this in Rehydrated. If anybody is playing Rehydrated and is in this area, let me know. Somebody test that for me. You gotta use the brakes a lot more on this slide just because of how twisty-turny it is. There we go, we got the checkpoint. Alright, wanna go up here. Whoa, God! Oh, maybe I was wrong. Whoa, no! Alright, we got the checkpoint, so... We got the checkpoint, so from here on out, we are now... Oh, I was wrong. We want to take this one. So we now just have to beat the slide because we took the checkpoint. Actually, we're almost done with the slide, I think. The first part is actually really the hard part, as soon as I... Wow, that was really good, me. Alright, well, I would say all we have to do is beat the slide, but, you know, obviously we can't. Alright, double jump up here. I'm jumping too early, I think, actually. Why am I... Wait, what? There we go. Oh! Are you kidding me? I'm getting so many shiny objects just from getting this combo from killing those 3 tikis. Okay, jump up here. Use the brake. Okay, well I had it, but you see what you're supposed to do. There we go. Wait. Grab... No! There we go. Okay, you want to take that because there's a sock up here. That's why you want to go up here. Oh my gosh. The path doesn't really even lead you anywhere. God, that's such a tight turn. The path doesn't really lead you anywhere because you end up in the same place because it just drops you down on it. So once you get that sock, it doesn't matter. You can just take the regular path from there. I don't know if it would have let us drop onto the lower path or not. I'm in hardcore gamer focus mode right now. Woo! That was tight. There it is. All right, nice. That's the rest of the slide. The slide's not actually that long. Actually, I'm Sand Mountain might actually be longer. All right, there it is. That is the entirety of the Kelp Vine slide. Now there's only one thing left to do. Let's do it. All right, so we activated the music. We did not activate the timer this time. Ooh, we got the jump on that. I don't know if this is, like, fair, though. If you know what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if it's right to... I don't know if it's right to cheat this and, like, not activate the timer. Honestly, I'm just kind of curious. Oh, what? That was cool. I almost recovered that. Alright, we're gonna do this legitimately. Oh, man. So, I'm gonna do, I think, 1 or 2 more full attempts. And then I think from after that, I'm gonna start cutting between attempts. And just showing the failures and having an attempt counter. And then all that good stuff. Keep on going. Let's see if I can do this. If I could do this try, that'd be really, really sweet. Whoa, okay, calm down. Alright, we're doing pretty good so far. I shouldn't have said that out loud. Actually, okay, I can't tell the story. So, the very last time I played through Battle for Bikini Bottom that wasn't rehydrated, I was in the Kelp Forest. I was in the Kelp Forest. No! Okay, like I was saying, the last time I played through this game in full, that wasn't rehydrated. Last time I played through this original game in full, I had a really interesting thing happen when I was in the Kelp Forest. So, I was actually practicing... This was a couple years ago, probably 2019 when I did this. And, oh shoot. So yeah, it was probably about 2019 when this happened. And I was actually at that point when I had started preparing for this Let's Play. I had started getting all my things together that I wanted, because I'd known for years that I wanted to Let's Play this game. Like, basically ever since I discovered that Let's Playing on YouTube was a thing, and I had started to actually want to do it, I knew this was going to be one of the first games I ever Let's Played, because this game means so much to me, and just the fact that of how few Let's Plays there are of this game on YouTube, I knew that I wanted this game to be a Let's Play that I did, because I wanted to just get the word out about it, because I knew not that many people knew about it. So back in the summer of 2019, I 100%ed this game in full. I think that was my first ever 100% playthrough of this game. That's gonna be close, but I'll take that. I think it was my first ever 100% playthrough of this game, and I had struggled so hard with the Kelp Swamp and the first area of Kelp Forest, just like it did in this Let's Play. I struggled so hard with them. Yeah, baby, let's go!
Well, now, that's some time you've gotten.
I guess you could say I had that course flipped.
I guess I owe you a reward. Take
Thanks, Mermaid Man. that, Mermaid Man?
Huh? What? What are you talking about? Yeah. Young people these days always talking rock and roll gibberish.
Okay, Boomer. Also, how did you ask that, SpongeBob? He was standing right there the whole time. Alright, there is that leftmost path on this slide that we're gonna take real quick. Yeah, that was a good start. Anyway, so, like I was saying, I had struggled so hard to try to get everything in the first 2 areas of the Kelp Forest. And when I finally got past that in the swamp and I got to the kelp caves, I was struggling even more in the kelp caves. I was playing this game, this very same copy, and I was using a black GameCube controller. And in the middle, when I was working on the kelp caves, my stick snapped. My control stick on my GameCube controller just snapped off of its hinge and just completely broke. So I then had to get, I didn't have a second controller at the time. I do now. I have a backup controller just in case. But the only other controller I had was an off-brand controller that I had gotten before I got the chance to get a new one back when my original GameCube controller broke a few years ago. Because that one stick also snapped. So, this off-brand controller that I have is, I don't even know the brand of it. But it's, if I can find a picture of it on Google, or just like online, I'll put it on screen. But this controller is like terrible. The stick is awful, it's really uncomfortable, and the A button sticks and has a turbo button for some reason. So, my good black GameCube controller stick is broken, and I have to use this off-brand controller. I had to try to do this Kelp Vines slide with that off-brand GameCube controller, and it was just such a hassle, and it was not fun. I just felt like I needed to tell that story. Because, like, when else was I going to get to... How in the world are you supposed to do that? Because, like, when else was I going to tell that story? Let's be real. Alright, let's do this right this time. We're going to take this a little bit slower coming into the turn. To where we can get a not quite a sharp angle on it. Then we can come through here. There we go. That's how you do it. There isn't actually anything there. There's just that. Alright, we're almost done with the Kelp Forest. Let's head back to the main area and talk to Mrs. Puff because we found all the campers.
Thanks to you, all the campers have safely returned.
Where are they?
No problem, Mrs. Puff. Any self-respecting sponge would gladly help. And it was actually fun exploring the Kelp Forest.
No, it wasn't.
You're not so bad when you aren't behind a wheel, SpongeBob. Thanks again.
Always glad to lend a hand, Mrs. Puff.
I found this golden spatula the other day. Why don't you take it? You definitely earned it.
Wow, Mrs. Puff. I'll cherish it always.
Nice. And with that, we have completed everything in the Kelp Forest, except for one sock, which I've said every single time now, we'll get later. But outside of that, everything in the Kelp Forest is complete. Let us head back to Bikini Bottom, because I'm going to go ahead and talk to Mr. Krabs and turn in some shiny objects for a golden spatula. 70 golden spatulas. We are only 30 more golden spatulas away from beating the game. Oh crap, we can turn in another one. We're not going to do that quite yet. But yeah, Kelp Forest is finally complete after 3 weeks of a hiatus because I didn't want to play the swamp. We completed it in 2 nights. And with that, there's nothing else left to do. We can go into SpongeBob's dream, but we're playing this based on stage order. Then we've got one more area left to go. This dark and gloomy area right over here. The Flying Dutchman's Graveyard is my favorite area in the game. And we will be exploring that next time. If you like this part, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. And I will see you guys then. Peace out.